Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me Easter. I just want to make two disclaimers before I get started. There's music going on downstairs because the party starts in like an hour and I'm obviously getting delayed getting ready. And second disclaimer, my fiance is probably going to be in and out of the bedroom getting ready. So just those two disclaimers. Also, if you want to see a tutorial on how I do my hair, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Just leave a comment down below and I will be more than happy to do this tutorial for you. Also, I'm a little spotty, it's a little hot in here, so disclaimer on that as well. So other than that, I literally have 4 different eyeshadow palettes sitting in front of me. I have the Too Faced Bon Bon, Shape Matters by Smashbox Shape Matters palette, and then the Morphe 350 palette and the Tartelette in Bloom palette. So I'm kind of gonna go all throughout those. So anyways, let's just get started within this video. Okay, so the first thing that I do is when I get started is I put this Smashbox 24-hour photo finish on my eyes just to prime them. Kind of put them, I just dab it on there with my finger all over the lid. You need very little of this stuff. Then I'm going to go in with the Lorac Pro contouring palette, and I'm going to go in here with the beige light palette, or the beige light shade. And I'm just basically going to set my eyes with that, since we have the primer on there. Next, I'm going to go in, and excuse the dirty palette, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Shape Matters palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is actually called Totally Nude, is the shade I'm going in with. This I use, I grab for this all the time, basically because this is my perfect like transition shade. And for this, I am actually going to take, it's just an It Cosmetics brush and it looks like this. It's perfect for the crease for me. So I'm just going to take that and go right on in the crease. And just kind of blending it back and forth as you go. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to take is from the Too Faced Chocolate Bon Bon palette, and I am going to take this shade right here, which is actually called Mocha. And so I'm just going to take Mocha and I'm going to be putting that right in the crease. And I'm going to use that same It Cosmetics brush to do that as well. For this, I'm going to kind of try and keep it like all in the crease. This one is kind of similar to the neutral shade that I put on there, and so I don't want to go too deep with it. And for this, I'm just going back and forth. Sorry if you really can't see this eye. My bangs get in the way. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to go in with is Dark Truffle. Sorry, that looks like it's giving a little bit of a glimmer right here. Dark Truffle. And for this brush, I'm going to use the Morphe M169 brush, which looks like this. And this is really good for getting directly within the crease. And for this shade, I want to just keep it really, really low. And I'm gonna go back in with this It's Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend it all in, not adding any product to my brush, making sure that we just don't have any harsh lines. Okay, now I'm gonna go and take the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm going to take the shade Funny Girl, which is kind of like a shimmery shade. For this, I'm going to take the Morphe 333 brush. And for this, we're going to just take some of the product on the brush. And for this, so I'm going to just take some of the product on the brush like so. And then I'm going to take some of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and just spritz it on there. All right. Okay, and now I'm going to go back in again with the It Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to blend it all together, again making sure that we have no harsh lines. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with this eyeliner. Oh, let me put it this way. And this is actually an eyeliner that I got from my Birchbox. So I actually just got it I got it in February's Birchbox, and I have been loving it. Look at the tip on that. It's perfect. I'm not going to do a winged liner because I'll be honest, I haven't perfected that yet. So I'm just going to do a very simple liner for my eyes. And it's so funny because if anything takes me the longest on my eye makeup, it's my eyeliner. So if it looks like it took me like the snap of a finger to get it over with, trust me, it took me a while. Because it takes me forever. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take the Smashbox Lash Layer Eye Primer, which looks just like this. Okay, and I'm just going to apply that. Okay. And I just do like a really thin layer of this. And this makes my eyes really pop, because the mascara that I'm going to use, because I don't use falsies, I'll be honest, I don't like them. They irritate my eyes so bad. Maybe I'm not using them right. I'm not 100% sure. But the mascara that I'm about to show you is literally amazing. It's the best thing since sliced bread. No doubt. And it is actually called the Smashbox X-Rated. Guys, you gotta go get it. It's literally amazing. There's olive oil in it, so the mascara doesn't clump. You can put like 3 layers and it won't clump at all. I actually need to get a new one. Get it back up. Please excuse that clump. Like I said, I do need a new one. And I usually put 2 coats of this just because I can. So might as well, right? Alright. And that is the eye portion. Now I'm going to zoom you guys out and we're going to get started on foundation, okay? Okay, so for foundation lately, I've been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick, and I've actually just have it in a little sample because I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not. So I just, as I get it all over my hands. So I've just been using the sample of it, but I actually really love it. I haven't been priming my face because I've noticed that since it's been getting warmer here in Maryland, I don't need any primer. My face doesn't really get nasty, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and I've just been kind of putting strips like this. Should have probably gotten a clip for my bangs, but we shall do with what we got, right? Then I just take my beauty blender and blend it all out. Excuse the fan. Okay, next we're gonna go in with the Lancome concealer. Looks like this. And I'm just going to place that right underneath of my eyes. And on the bridge of my nose. And I put it right here, as on my chin as well, because I always have breakouts there. And we have a little blemish right there as well. Just blend that all out again with my beauty blender.
Love you.
Love you too. Excuse my mouth expressions, I'm just now noticing that. And then I go in with the Morphe M22 brush, this one right here. this is probably something that not a lot of people do, but because the underneath right here, just right here of my eyes will crease if I don't put this setting powder on it. So what I do is I take the Lorac again, and I take this beige shade again, and I will literally go only right here. And I literally pack it on. So I kind of do like a semi-bake, if you will, underneath my eyes. And this is the eye that I have the most problems with. So the next brush that I'm going in with is an e.l.f. blush brush, which looks like this. And it's just excuse her. She's not being very ladylike, is she? Licking herself to death. And I just use this to set the rest of my concealer. And I use between the beige highlight and the banana powder from Lorac. So I kind of mix the two together. Just kind of, good Lord, yoga pose over there. Goodness, she's crazy. That is the one cat that I'm telling you, she's like a dog. She follows you everywhere you go. It's insane. It really is. She's crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with, if I could find it. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this Eco Tools brush. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with those two powders. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour my face. I'm gonna go in and start with the Morphe M334 brush. This one right, that I actually talked about yesterday in my Morphe brush, my Morphe Me section. And I'm gonna go back into the Lorac Pro, and I'm going to grab the light contour shade. As you can see, I've hit pan on this, and I'm like, Anastasia, they don't do refills. And I love this contour shade. So I am just going to go, and again, like I've said before, you just kind of start at your ear and bring it down. So I just kind of bring it right there. You guys see that? Yep, sure can on camera. And I know this is probably really strange, and I don't know if anybody else has the same problem, but this ear sits higher up. This ear sits higher up than this one, so I always have to come down a little bit lower on this ear because otherwise my contour is like so this one I always kind of look at where it's sitting and kind of just follow my cheekbone. And I know you can't really see that side because of my hair, so there we go. Yep, it always takes me a second to get it right. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. I absolutely love this brush. I'm going in with this side right here, and this side is perfect just to like blend it out. So like literally I'm just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. There we go. Although I do like a cut contour, today is Easter and it's family, so you don't do a cut contour. If I was going out with the girls, hell yes, I would do a cut contour. Cut it out, carve it out, yes. Okay, so then I go in with a little bit more of that light powder, the light contour powder, and I just kind of bring it up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. To look like that. And my best advice for when you're like bronzing or contouring, go light-handed before you pack it on, because the last thing you want to do is put a bunch of product on your brush, go like this, and you're like, oh my god, it's too dark, and then you have to like buff it out for the rest of your life. It's the worst thing ever. So the next thing that I'm going to do is my second favorite bronzer color, which I'm actually going to use for like the top of my forehead and underneath of my again, I can't talk today. My jawline is this Naked Flushed palette. Oh my gosh, I've been loving this, and I'm gonna go in with the bronzing shade. I have the lighter one. Some people I know have the darker one because you have a darker skin tone. And I'm just gonna go back in with this Ecos tool brush and just, again, very lightly, just warm up my face a little bit and just bring it down, because like what you want to do, what the purpose of this is you're structuring out this part of your face, and then in here is what you want highlighted, if that makes sense. Okay, and then I just go right under here. Okay, and I'm actually going to go right back into that palette. I don't know why I closed it. And I'm going to take this peachy, corally, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous blush shade with the same brush that I was using. And for this is very pigmented, so go very, very light-handed on this. Can you guys see this? It's so pretty. Okay, so then after I have that done, that is when I go back in, and I guess I should have used this brush that I wanted to use earlier today, and I just kind of sweep away any of the excess concealer. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put highlighter on, and I am taking the Champagne Pop highlighter, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to highlight the crap out of my face, because I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I go hard when it goes to highlight. Like, can we just talk about that? Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go on to brows. For me, I don't really go like all out when it comes to brows. I'm just using the It Cosmetics brow, and I just kind of brush out my brows. And then I just kind of draw them in. Go figure. And that's really all I do for that. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna go in, well, not last. God, I keep saying it's last and it's not, and I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna go in with the NARS black liner. This is ride or die. No lie. when it comes to this. Okay, now I'm going in with the Full Exposure Smashbox, and this is just a sample that I got, and I'm just gonna put this right on my lower lashes. It's a great tip for me. For others, it might not be so much. And then the actual last thing that I do before my makeup is completely done is I take this Boscia mattifying setting spray, and note to everybody, for this you have to shake it up, because if you don't shake it up, then you get white stuff all in your hair. Just a note to self. And I just spray that everywhere. Feels so good, by the way. Alright, and I almost forgot. So for my lips, I'm going to use the Gerard Cosmetics in Iced Milk. And before I do my lips, I love the Too Faced Lip Insurance, which is this right here. And so I am just going to apply this all over my lips. And for these Gerard lips, I absolutely love them. They're super matte, and they are not drying at all, and they stay for a very, very long time. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. It's so much better with my new camera. I'm so happy with it. I'm so glad that you're able to see like every part of my eyeshadow. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please, please, please do so. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!